Fish on. You know, a lot of times when I'm out searching for fish, there we go. You know, you end up doing more drilling and checking than fishing at times, because once you hit them, boom, you landed on them. And there's a lot of work that goes into the front end of finding big schools of panfish. Today I'm out on a lake. It's a big basin area. These fish just roam all winter long out in the middle, leaving the shorelines, leaving those weed edges, especially as the vegetation starts to die. Those fish will come out in the middle here. They're feeding on zooplankton, small invertebrates that are coming out of the mud. You just got to be able to drill to find them. Fish on. Man, I tell you what, drilled quite a few holes to get to this location. Well worth it. They are just loaded in here. Popping out of the hole. Another crappie. These crappies and panfish or crappies and bluegills are all mixed in out here, just kind of suspended, feeding on the same thing. You can really tell the difference between the crappies and the bluegills just on how they react to your screen, and a lot of times where they're at in the water column. Ooh, nice gill. What I like about the Marcum digital series is it tells you a lot. You know, it paints a great picture. You know, Marcum has not only movable zoom, so I can zoom anywhere in the water column, as you can see here. I'm zoomed up a little bit higher. A lot of the fish are riding high in the water column, and that's pretty typical. As you get later in the season, those fish will start to come up as oxygen starts to come into the water via through the ice when you get a warm up. You'll see those fish start to rise in the water, so that movable zoom is one thing. But the digital series has a lot of things on here that tell you what's going on down there. For example, you know, we're in about 14 feet of water, so you know our cone size isn't that big. So I'll increase my cone to actually a 20-degree cone, and it'll tell me how wide my cone is at the bottom. That's just a really powerful tool to have. In addition, you can set this thing up any way you want, whether you like it in graph mode, whether you like it in showdown mode or vertical mode. Some people like the flasher mode. For me, I like to run that chart with the showdown mode. It paints the best picture for me, so I can really see what's going on down there. There's another one. Man, even with the spring bobber, I've got 3-pound test fluorocarbon inline reel, so I don't have any stretch in my line. All that stuff's really important when you're dealing with finicky panfish, but it's so nice to still have that 5-foot zoom screen to tell when they're right on top of your bait. Bit of gill, not a giant, but they're all just kind of mixed in the water column, and you get the aggressive ones to shoot up, and boom, as soon as the fish are gone, you just simply cycle around from hole to hole. You know, there's a lot of times where I'll drill holes and move, but all of a sudden I'll cycle right back through some of my more productive holes. There we go. And when I had to work a little bit, and boom. Man, that's a nice gill. It's really important to put these big bull bluegills back. I can't stress it enough. You know, these fish are becoming so rare. You know, it's important to drop your bait down slow, and I always slow it down as I get towards the fish, you know, not spooking them. They're always chasing their prey. Here we go. This one's racing up. And if I see them come up like that, I'll stop my bait well short before they get to me. There he is. I stopped that bait a good 2 feet above that fish. Oh, he's angry. Thought he had a free dinner. There. You know, it's really important in most ice fishing situations where you can to use your zoom. You know, it's just a powerful tool. It paints the best picture on your screen of exactly what's going on down there. That zoom screen tells me so much about the fish's action, reactions, what they like, what they don't like, and that's just the key to putting more fish on the ice. Well, there you have it. That's how I go about finding panfish all winter long, from lake to lake, area to area, just drilling and looking until I find the fish. And once I've got them nailed down, I love using that Marcum digital series to really fine tune the bite and just put more fish on the ice. Until next time, I'm Tony Roach. Stay tuned for more Midwest Outdoors.